All right, all right. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Drop in a happy Friday emoji in the chat. Drop in a happy Friday emoji in the chat. There you go, Andrew. There you go, there you go. Drop some happy emojis in the chat. Happy Friday. Happy. Uber, that's a good one. Greta, throwing the martini glass. Drop an emoji on how you're feeling right now. Drop an emoji on how you're feeling right now in the chat. Drop an emoji. Robert's kicking it in the hot tub, overlooking the mountains. Love it, love it. Drop an emoji right now, how you feeling right now. Orlando, what is good, my friend? Abed, what's good? All right, all right, all right. Drop that emoji. Happy Friday. For some of you, it's payday. So congratulations. Alex, what's good? Enjoy the payday. We got some rain over there with Muhammad. Drop that emoji and how you're feeling or what is going on in your hometown right now. The Gaffer, I see you. What's up, buddy? Brandon, what's good? What's good? Brandon, I know you're not crying. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Yusuf is dancing. Another good week. Sleepy, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drop the emoji and how you feeling. Philippe's got a couple beers already. Happy Friday, happy Friday. All right. What time is it? It is 9 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States of America, and we are going to get started. If somebody wants to volunteer and grab the links, please say so in the chat. Don't all fight over it. Awesome, Alex, awesome. All right, you know the drill. It's Friday. Do not get caught on the wrong side of the trade. Fridays, if you're going to trade on Fridays, and I've decided to stuck, every once in a while I would break my own rule, but I love this not trading on Fridays. You know, whether I had all my pips in for the week or not, I just like doing this on Friday morning with you guys and then kind of just disconnecting, going out, doing some stuff. I'm going to head over to the car wash and just enjoy the day. I'm going to go for my walk afterwards and just enjoy the day. So again, you know, be careful on Fridays. They like to trap you. So let's start with crude oil. We saw this top come up here. Right now, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to stay bearish on crude oil. We hit the Fibonacci level. This is an 8-hour chart, okay? I could see crude oil bearish, I mean, as of right now, okay? If this thing pops up again in the morning, I would sell crude oil up here. It looks like crude oil is going to give you some pips to the downside, possibly pre-market open. How far, we don't know. Okay, there is still some unmet liquidity right in here. And of course, there's a lot of unmet liquidity in further areas. But again, just look at the big overall picture, right? We did the full teacup, and here's the handle. Usually this signifies a bullish pattern, all right? 78.61 is the top of the Fibonacci extension. Don't know, unless something happens, don't know if we're gonna get there today. Okay, don't know if we're going to get there today. So just by looking at the technicals are saying we're going to come down one more time. All right, we're going to come down at least one more time. We look at this with the different time frames. We do have a little consolidation right now. So your best bet is probably to wait until market open. I would not jump into a sell or a buy right now. You've got this 1 hour, 1, 2, 3, you have a 6 hours of consolidation happening right here. Okay, so I would use caution in either direction right now. To me, there needs to be a distinctive breakout. And let me get rid of this right here real quick. We need to see a breakout. So if you want to sit on a buy stop order there or a sell stop order there needs to be a breakout. Okay, there needs to be a breakout in one direction or another. So if you wanted to catch an impulsive trade, this is what it would look like. To go long from here, trying to take this back up to the top. okay, with your stop loss below this level, okay, as a pending stop. I'm actually going to move this up right above the zone a little bit. So right above that zone, okay, if you're looking to catch some pips to the downside, you're looking for a breakout of this area with this stop loss trying to go all the way down to this touch point right here, okay? So you've got a couple of, I wouldn't do anything in the middle. It needs to break out. You're just guessing in the middle, okay? You're talking about a 100-point area in the middle right there that you're kind of guessing, and there's a 15-minute view. So, you know, if you're going to try and play 10, 15 pips, you know, you can always get lucky in one of these areas, but this is a kind of a no man's land, right? You want to wait for some type of break. Now, looking at the 15-minute chart, you'd want to set your profit level, your first profit level, at least for here, to the upside, because we have form of rejection here, here, and here, okay? But for a Friday, if you can catch 15, 20 points, okay, that's amazing. That's 65 points. So you definitely want to protect that move there, okay? So you're waiting for that breakout there. And then to the flip side, if you're going to wait for a breakout, same thing here. I would look at this touch point as an area to consider cashing in on a Friday. And again, that's 45 to the downside. So there's going to be a breakout in one direction or another. There's the 5-minute view. Okay, so I'll leave it here. Actually, I'm going to give you the 15-minute view for the chart. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it right now. I would be very careful. So again, take a look at it, and if this is going to have to be an impulsive entry. But again, if you're looking at the structure of right here, all right, right now, this could also give you a bit of a play right here. Okay, what happens there? And that's just on a 15-minute level. All right, we've had 3 touch points. Again, this is just for intradayers. All right, so again, this structure here, depending on what happens in the morning, we have a structure there, and we probably have, yep, and we have 4 touches there. So on a 15-minute, you've got price trapped right in here. If you're going to trade today, again, use caution. So we do have 2 trend lines established. You can try to trade the break of the trend line in the zone to give you the first trend line break here, and that would still yield you 40 points. Okay, 40 points to the trend line from that break, from the break of the white line. Okay, and then down here, same thing. The trend line break would give you, you know, you don't even have to take this order. You can actually get in more aggressively and forget that sell stop. You know, even back down is 40 points. So you got 40 points either direction. You got a trend line break here for 40, or you have a zone break up to the near the trend line for 40 there. Okay, so again, that's the Friday play right in here. Let me give you this updated chart if you're going to trade today. Okay, Greta says she's getting the links. Alex says he's getting the links. You guys fight it out. All right, let's go up here. We've got a nice move on gold. We're up 15 points today, according to the chart here. Let's take a look. All right, I've got some alerts up here. So if you are already bullish on gold, then you stay bullish on gold for now. No sense in changing directions. All right. There's our view. We're about to get that'll be a structure break. If that breaks to the top side, stay long. You might see a little bit of resistance there. All this liquidity here has been met, 50% met. So there's no initial liquidity right now to the downside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. All right, we have a touch here, so we're going to move this up a little bit higher, right about there. Okay, so that could be, Yeah, that could be a next structure point, 26.59 on gold. Let me see what the 1 hour shows. Okay, so that was the outlier right there. Yeah, nothing really concrete on gold. I don't really see anything concrete. For now, it's just stay bullish and wait. I wouldn't do anything else with gold today. If you're already bullish, you stay bullish. If not, Friday is not a good day to short gold anyway, or leave a gold short open, because anything real bad over the weekend will rise the price of gold. So if you're not already in a long from this 2600 area, I would just hold off right now and see what the market has. Did we look at news today? I think I put something on news, right? Oh, let's see here. Yeah, 10 o'clock, consumer sentiment. All right, that's an orange folder. That'll move the markets a little bit. That'll move gold a little bit. And that's all pretty much today as the major player in the news space. Okay. So that is your 1 hour view right in here. If we drew a fib level from here to here for the scalpers in the house, you are in a nice area on the 1 hour for an intraday possible scalp of 20 points or more. We did see this earlier wick rejection right in here. They came up and they did grab that liquidity. So if markets open and do not close by 11 o'clock, 10:30, that you continue to see that rejection here in this area here, you can probably take this down to at least that next fib level. And that's a good chunk of change right there. So there's the 5-minute view. But again, markets opening, markets will always move in one direction prior to the open. So we're kind of in this little 2650 to 2640 area. Because of the bullish movement, you're probably better off waiting till price comes down, okay, and then trying to pick price up one more time and stay bullish on it to stay with this longer trend right in here. Right in there. So you're probably better to wait till price comes back in this level, and then you're looking for another quick buy opportunity for a Friday. Right in here. All right. Once that trend line breaks and the zone breaks, if 2637 breaks, you sell to 2631. Okay. If 2637 breaks, you sell to 2631. If not, you stay bullish on this right back up. Yeah, gold is definitely bullish right now. Even on the intraday, you're gonna get an opportunity here, I think, to be able to pick it back up one more time. All right, boom, boom, boom. I know some of you are doing platinum. Let's take a look at platinum on the 8-hour perspective. You had that buy that took off from that lower level. I think we talked about this last week. So platinum just did a break and retest right here. All right, so platinum is bullish as well. All right, platinum just did a break and retest at 970. Platinum should at least give you that level right there off that wick. All right, platinum should give you to about 982. All right, platinum should give you to at least 982. We have seen rejection points, support and resistance points. So platinum should give you to 982. They came down. Here's the bullish engulfing candle. There's the retest. Perfect. And then boom, they are moving up. All right. We covered oil. Let's take a look at the J's. Okay, the J's are coming back to retest. Okay, the J's are coming back to retest. Okay, so if the J's look, and let's go ahead and take a look at we obviously know what the DXY is doing. Remember, you always want to look at the DXY, and you can see here the DXY is moving up. So UJ is moving up, okay? DXY had 2 touch points right about there. So the DXY, so obviously you want to peek at the DXY first. So what I'm going to do is for UJ, we're going to move, if you're going to trade UJ today, okay, again, it's Friday, you're going to trade UJ today because they made a new higher high here. Let's assume that they're going to make a new higher high. Okay, so let's assume that they're going to take this up to the next level. That would put the new higher high somewhere up in this area. Okay, so we're going to move this major zone back up here to now go to this zone level. Okay, we're assuming if they make a new higher high, it's going to be somewhere up in this area. So we'll move this pending area a little bit higher, okay, just to stay conservative on a Friday if you're going to trade UJ. Okay, again, you want to peek at that DXY. Okay, if they break 149.34, then you're looking for this swing move to happen into next week up here. Okay, they may not break this level. Okay, so if you know UJ is one of those things. If you have a good broker with no fees or what have you, you know these are great areas to get into swing positions up in here. But peek at the peek at the DXY and see what the DXY is doing. You may get some pips down first and then maybe one more push up. But again, look at the market open in 15 minutes. Let the market open. If this thing pushes up past the alert, I'm going to get the alert and I'll let you know. All right, this is even a better entry up in here for this swing. This is going to come down to these liquidity levels. Okay, they need to bring UJ down to these liquidity levels. So we've had a nice move up. We're going to have a nice move down coming up here pretty soon. So scalp this as you see fit. You may see one more move down into this liquidity area and then a push up. But if they fail to close above 149.40, right, like jump into a sell. If you're going to trade today, jump into a sell. And then you will be trying to take it down to this first touch point right in here. DXY is your key though. You've got to take a look at the DXY. Once the DXY starts going red, you go red here. Okay, let this thing market open. My initial gut feeling is that they're going to push up. They're going to break the high into the zone, and then we'll be ready right there. That's my gut feeling. That they're going to break that high, and then they're going to push up. Okay, and you're talking. I mean, you're talking substantially. 80 points or so, 80 pips or so. So let the market move. Maybe they'll do a quick fake out and then jump in on that point up in there. All right. Did I share the chart? You're talking about UJ? Yeah, UJ is going to come down, right? UJ is going to come down. They did give a bounce off of this level here. All right. So hopefully everybody cashed in here. This missed this line by, I don't know, 3 pips. But again, this already had given you enough. Then now you can see here, we are retesting this area. So they're coming back up for a retest. The question is going to be, are they going to stop here and drop again, which would give you the nice M pattern that we see all the time, okay, or are they going to continue further, all right? Depending on your sizing, your strategy, whether you're looking at intraday, right? This here, fib level-wise, is a nice sell to get at least 20 points, right where it's at. It rejected with the 5 a.m. 4-hour candle at 9, and now it's 9 o'clock, and it's showing some type of rejection. I'm just concerning you all that the market's going to open in 15 minutes. They might do a push up or down, honestly. So if you're into the right lot sizing and you can withstand, or you want to do a second entry up here, you would sell up in this area, right? It's not showing like it's wanted to close above here since October 9th. So this is just coming back up to retest, and you are in a pretty nice fib level right in there. Okay, so technicals are showing it's going to sell down one more time. It hasn't wanted to close. Oops. All right, let's go into, natural gas. Okay, yeah, we'll get to NG now. All right, boom, 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 boom. Let's take a look at some of the indices. All right, My alert hasn't triggered up there yet. So we are here waiting to see if we're going to break that high there. That's on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 8 hour. All right, a lot of uncertainty. Again, there's going to be news coming out at 10 o'clock. Again, I'm one of those that I don't buy the highs. So if this thing comes up and triggers my alert, that would be the only way that I get into a trade today to hold it to next week. If it breaks 42.6, that's the only way I'll enter a sell order and then hold it into next week. All right. If not, this is very choppy right now between here and here. Okay, so you need a distinctive move in one direction or another, and there's a smaller consolidation zone. So if it's going to dump today, then you're looking at this kind of movement to try to go down to at least that level right there. Okay, I don't give you anything to the top side because we have no data to the top side. Okay, I wouldn't want you to get trapped buying the high and then it turns around. So that would be the only jig-a-ma-jig right there. If this thing breaks 42.310, okay, then take a sell down, and there's your parameters on the US 30. All right, we've been down here a lot, once, twice, 3 times. So we may be in this pattern here where now we're kind of back at the top. Okay, you know, knowing US 30, odds are, you know, they always want to say every day we created a new high. So I'm waiting till they break that high. Okay, I'm waiting till they break that high. If they break the high, if they just dump today on a solid red day, then take this impulsive entry right here and you'll grab 20, 30 points fairly easy, if not more. Okay, but I would not be buying the highs here. All right, probably the same for ES. All right, same structure pretty much for ES. Boom, boom. All right, you need one movement or another. Okay, it's choppy right now. Let's take a look at the 15 minutes if we can find any value. You stay within these zones. I'm going to set an alert up here. If they create a new high, we sell the ES. Okay, into next week. If not, it's going to have a breakout, distinct breakout. It's choppy in here. You might get a few points, right? But just understand it's going to be very choppy in this area. So you're better off just waiting to a clear structure break and then taking that type of structure up or down. Okay, you get a structure break there, then you can probably expect price to at least come here for the downside. For the downside. All right. Let's go over to natural gas. Okay, 15-minute chart. Okay, so they came, remember we talked about this the other day, they came down here, they grabbed that liquidity as expected. This gap is still open, but again, NG, you know, gaps are open for, there's still a gap from January 2023 open, all right? So we came up here, that's a zone right in there. This is the 4-hour chart. Looks like they rejected the 88.6 at 5 a.m., at 6 a.m. There's the 8-hour chart. So it's Friday, the structure here until they break, until they don't close above 2.977. This right here is just a smaller wave, right? Obviously, you look at the overall structure, right? Natural gas is up, right? Natural gas is up. But this little wave right here could signal price coming back down. This would take price to close below 2.70 to really change the structure way back bearish to what kind of where it came from, which came from all the way down here. Okay, so on a smaller scale, right? On a smaller scale, we're in this little wave here. We had the 1, 2. Are we going to get a 3, 4, and then here, and then back up? That's what we got to wait to see. Okay, that's what we got to wait to see. So unless we close above 2.977, you should assume we might do one more bearish wave down on NG. Will they come back and fill the gap? Let's see. We shall see. But right now we're seeing rejection at the 88.6. So again, wait till market open and see what it does. But if price shoots above 2.97, then you got to go bullish on it back up to those 3.1 area. Oh, Ollie, it's okay. I'll give you the 4-hour chart. All right, let's do one more. GJ, I'm going to do GJ. Okay, GJ was kind of following suit, right? GJ gave us some real nice pips on the original entry, hit our blue line, went even further down. So congratulations to everybody who took GJ. I gave you at least 150 pips if you took them all. Same thing here now. It's kind of UJ. Okay, this is the top here. Okay, this is still an active trade. They did not create a new higher high. All they did was come up and give you a teacup. Now the teacup pattern again is typically a bullish pattern. There's your teacup, there's your handle, and now we're moving up. Okay, so if GJ moves up today, okay, back into this area, then this will be a good setup for next week. Okay, they could dump from here one more time, but it is very inconclusive. There's a floor right there. Okay, it looks like they broke that level there. I'm going to turn this blue line now into a structure level. So, this is old. Okay, so structurally, it looks like GJ might go up one more time. So GJ right now, if GJ gives you a push down, you can probably grab some pips back up one more time. They'd have to close below here to go down to the next level. Okay, so on a smaller scale, there's the level. They may come back up to retest and then take you back up. They've already retested once. We're pretty close to it. There was the bullish engulfing candle. There was the retest. Okay, you'll see this over and over again. That's how you kind of get an idea. Hey, we got to go long now. See how the candles are a little bit different. There's that bullish engulfing candle breaking and closing above the zone. Okay, now every once in a while you're going to get outliers like this. Bullish engulfing candle. What do? They came down hard to trap sellers, and then they just took price back up. So we're within these two levels, but it looks like if you can get a break, to stay bullish here, I'm going to give you a couple scenarios on GJ. I'm going to give you one scenario, and then I'm going to give you two scenarios. I'm going to move this one over. This will be more like a pending. This will be a market open break back up to the top. All right. So you got two scenarios there. You have one coming down to the lower level, taking another bounce and back up, and a quick break for a quick impulse of 20 pips, which would take you right about there. We'll do 23 plus your spread. Copy link. Oh yeah, I'm going to end with NAS, and then I get out of here so you guys can get ready for market open. NAS. All right. NAS hit the top 2030 nicely. Okay, again, came back up here to retest the zone. All right, now what do we expect on the NAS? Well, we have a touch point here and a zone. So That seems to be target number 1, about 145, about another 40 pips down. Right now it's making a bearish engulfing candle. We had a kind of a little bit of a trend line break here. Okay, so the NAS right now is dropping. Looks like that could be a very viable target for today. There is a lot of liquidity on NAS still pending here that they'll eventually come down for. Okay, and then we can look at some lower zones. But on the 1 hour, just for an intraday for today, I think you can short the NAS and get definitely 20 points. How many points is it from here? Okay, that's 42 if we come back down to that level. Again, we did not close above 2030, 2350. So any push back up on the NAS, I'll set an alert into next week. Right, we'll look at sell levels back up there again. All right, now NAS does have a line at 27. But Molly, it's okay. Guys, just cutting the grass. So that would be a target point for NAS today for intraday between 2350 and 20037. All right. Thank you for grabbing the links. I'll share those with the trade alerts once they're posted. It's Friday. Don't get caught. Pick 1 or 2. Try to scalp, even if you scalp 1 or 2 different pairs. Call it a day. We'll reevaluate on Sunday. We'll do our gap live analysis. And then I saw last night there's some swing trades that are setting up, but I just didn't want to put them out last night or this morning because it is Friday. And I think it'll be better setups for early into next week. So we'll go over those on Monday as well. All right. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Help each other out. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you soon in the chat.